there, this is TheRubyRevolution. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the 1.97 dev server. With this video, we're going to be looking at the Phantoms under the F-4 Skyhawk and any other additions which have been added in with this patch. Now, these Phantoms are the later Phantoms. These ones have the internally mounted 20mm cannon. These have 640 rounds, so definitely less than, say, the gun pods, which the Phantoms we've already got in game has. But hopefully they will be zeroed in correctly. We will take this out for a test flight in a couple of minutes, so that'll be pretty good. Definitely easier to aim compared to the offset guns on the Phantoms we already have in the game right now. In terms of engine performance, it's pretty much very similar, I think, to the ones we've already got in game. The afterburner thrust is very similar. Let's have a look at the modification for this. Oh my god, this thing has flares on. This thing actually has flares. Okay. Well, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be a very capable aircraft. Let's have a look at the modifications. Oh my god, it can carry the cannons as well. So this is going to be able to have the 3 gun pods as well as the 20mm, which is internally mounted. This is going to be some absolute carnage and spray of gunfire. Oh, I'm going to have to make a video on that. That's going to be some pretty interesting stuff which is going to be going on with that. It looks like with the secondary armaments, in terms of air to ground, is like typical for Phantom Zuni rockets, Mighty Mouse missiles. That's a ridiculous amount of Mighty Mouse missiles. 750-pound bombs. Doesn't look like it can carry 1,000-pound bombs, which is a little bit of a shame. Also has, it looks here, new missiles. Oh my god, they have a 20G overload. They have a 20G overload. I'm pretty sure the MiG-21s is 18G. So it looks like with this patch, the Phantoms, again, they're going to be getting the top tier, rolling top tier when it comes to jets. It's always just interesting with every patch, there's just something else which gets added in, which is slightly better than everything else. And it looks like the Phantoms are going to be getting the crown back with this patch. That is a ridiculous missile. That's going to hit that's going to make a lot of people salty. A lot of people salty. Especially with the combination of the flares as well. So you're going to be able to pop those off to deter enemy missiles. This is going to be a very, very capable aircraft in air and in ground, realistic as well. Let's have a look at the American one. See if there's any differences between the Japanese one and that one. So I think this one... yeah, this one has the better top speed, according to the stat card, of 2,223 kilometers an hour stock. I think the Japanese one was 2,186, so a little bit better top speed. But I think for the most part, it's probably going to fly exactly the same. Obviously, this has the internally mounted gun as well. Let's have a quick look at the modifications with this one. So this has the cannons on, absolutely fantastic. This one can carry the 1,000 pounders as well as the bullpups, 2,000-pound bombs. Wow, that's going to be fun to use. This also as well has the AIM 9Js on with that 20G overload. Oh my god. This is going to be pretty interesting with this patch. There's so many jets being added in. Oh my god, it can carry 2,000 pounders and the AIM 9Js as well. This is going to be pretty devastating in a ground realistic. The poor tanks are going to have no chance at all. Very nice that the Americans are getting another Phantom into the game, but this is going to be... I think this might take the crown again as the best jet in the game. I think it might just snatch it away from the MiG-21s. Okay, so let's take the Japanese Phantom out for a test flight. Unfortunately, I haven't brought these aircraft or anything yet, so we can't take this out fully spaded and take out the AIM 9Js, but you know how they're going to work. They're going to just be slightly better than the R60s on the MiG-21s. Let's take this out for a test flight. So full tank, 26 minutes, which is going to be typical of the Phantoms, a little bit higher than say the English Electric Lightning and the Draken, which got quite low fuel counts for the most part. And we'll see how she performs. Oh, this really is shaping up to be a fantastic patch. So many awesome jets being added in. And there goes that afterburner. This has the longer nose as well compared to the F-4C we already had in game. This is probably going to fly exactly the same, but I want to see if the gun is offset. It is offset. That's annoying. Why is it offset, Gaijin? Why is it offset? It should not be offset. There's no reason for it to be offset. That's pretty annoying. Hopefully it's just a dev server thing. because they haven't implemented it properly yet, and they'll fix it for the live server, but I don't really have much hope. Say hi to the MiG-15. I'm expecting the flight performance of this to be the same as the other Phantoms we have in game. Yeah, it turns like an absolute brick. So it's I'm not going to take it for an extensive test flight because we want to check out the other things which have been added in. Well, however, I give the MiG-15 this guns. That's pretty horrible. And it doesn't look like it sprays what the gun pod does. And I actually like that the gun pod sprays because you're kind of attacking a cone rather than just being a laser pointer. With the gun pods on with this though, it's going to be so much fun. I cannot wait for that. Definitely have to do a video on that. But let's go and have a look at the A4 Skyhawk now and see what that's all about. Okay, so this is the F-4B Skyhawk. This is an American naval ground attack, primarily aircraft. Very nice looking aircraft. It's very functional in its design in real life. Just did what it needed to do. Very simple in terms of how it works. It's a really nice looking aircraft in terms of how it's designed. Very low ammo count though for these 20mm. It's only got 200 rounds. That's definitely on the low side. You have to have very good gun discipline with those 20mm to take down enemy targets. Let's have a look at the modifications though to see what it can carry. It does have gun pods on, and it has a lot of bomb options, and it has AIM-9Bs as well. So it's got 2,000 pounders. You can carry bullpups, which is quite nice. Not as many as the Fury. It can carry the 5. It can also carry the AIM-9Bs. It can, however, have this. Ooh, that's pretty nice. 2,250 rounds for the gun pods. That's going to be quite nice. I think I'd rather take those out. Ooh, oh, okay. That's very nice as well. So it can have a gun pod on with 750 rounds and 2 AIM-9B sidewinders as well. That's probably will be my go-to choice for air realistic if I ever take this out. And also has some pretty nice ground attack options as well. Not the best as well as the Fury does in terms of ground attack, but still pretty nice. 1,000 pound bombs as well as the bullpups. Let's take this out for a test flight and see how it performs. Full tank, 46 minutes. Quite nice. I'm not sure if this has an afterburner. I don't think it does. Let's take the minimum load and take it out for a little bit of a spin. Give it quite a nice addition. It's a naval aircraft as well, so you might be able to land it on a carrier if your flying is good enough. She's definitely nippy. She's quite a small aircraft. This aircraft, incidentally, is probably most famous for actually the Falklands War. The Argentinians had to use this aircraft against the British in the Falklands War. She takes off at quite a low airspeed. Let's get the landing gear up. We'll get up to about 750. And then throw into a turn to see how she gets on. Might actually see if we can land her on the carrier in a minute. That would be quite fun to try and do. We do desperately need new carriers in War Thunder Gaijin. Oh, hang on. Is that a new carrier? No, it's not. I got all excited then. I thought it was a new carrier, but it's not. We desperately need new carriers though. We really do need ones with angled flight decks now. Mostly because I want to make cinematics. Also because sometimes we actually need to land in an air realistic. Let's go and say hello to the MiG-15 over here. Okay, so she can put the combat flaps at a pretty high speed. It'll be quite a maneuverable aircraft, I think. Let's see what our top speed tops out on at less than 1,000 meters. Incidentally, I didn't actually see what the top speed stat card was. I guess we'll find out in a minute. I think those going to be just below max speed. Okay, so a little bit higher airspeed. She doesn't really turn as well. Her roll though is really good. And she's still accelerating, nearly 1,000 kilometers an hour. Obviously, these are stock speeds as well, because I haven't unlocked a speed route or anything. best. She's definitely struggling to turn at a higher speed. Yeah, you can see like 750 kilometers an hour seems to be ultimate engagement speeds for this. Come back in again. Well, oh, the guns. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the guns might be a little bit tricky, but with the gun put on, I think it'll be fine with the 750 rounds. Definitely fine. Let's see if we can get it to max speed or something. Probably won't take her up to high altitude with this flight test. I think for the most part they're going to be using a low speed really. You're going to be mostly using a ground attack and ground realistic. 1,000. Yeah, it seems to top out just below 1,100, which is pretty typical of most of these transonic aircraft. Understandable, really. Let's throw into a turn. Yeah, she does not turn at high speeds. It presses quite badly, and then you can see there, once she passes around 850, that's when she starts to turn quite nicely. And you can put the combat flaps out. Ooh, look at those slats go. Wow. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be she's going to be quite a low speed maneuverable beast, I think. Yeah. Low speed maneuverable beast with those slats are definitely going to help it. Nice jet. Going to be nice to ground attacker. Hopefully they'll add in the Harrier at some point, and then I can do a cinematic on the Falklands War using this aircraft and the Harrier, which are actually fantastic. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the other ones which have been added in with this patch in terms of aircraft. So China is getting an F-100A, so this is going to be another supersonic jet for the Chinese. There is no Mirage to this patch, so there's no F-104 Starfighter for America or Italy, which is a bit of a shame. Would have been nice to have all those in one patch, but I guess we're going to have to see them in another patch. And the Italians and the French are definitely crying right now. Lots of salty tears because they're not getting added this patch, but we'll definitely get them at some point. We will definitely get them at some point. So this is going to be just a typical F-100. I'm not going to take it out for a test flight, but we will have a look at the modifications. So this is going to be able to carry the bullpups with 2 of these, which I think is less than the American one. This is also obviously the A version, so it's probably not going to have the best in terms of top speed. It does have the AIM-9Bs though, which we all know and love, and how they perform. Yeah, this definitely has less in terms of ground attack than the American version. It's probably not going to get used that much, but at least it's like a different top tier jet for China, although it probably won't be seen that much. I think for the most part, most people are probably going to play this MiG-21, although it's kind of been superseded a little bit by the other MiG-21s we have in the game right now. Yeah, not as good as the R-60 armored MiG-21s, but still going to be nice to see anyway. Yeah, but there's no other aircraft that have been added in with this patch from what I can see. It's only these 3 other ones which have been added in. Anyway, please let me know in the comments below, guys, what you think about the aircraft we've looked at in this video, and also about the lack of the Mirage and the F-104 Starfighter in this patch as well, if you wanted to see those or you're not too bothered by it. But anyway, please like, comment, share, all that good stuff, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one sometime soon. Bye!